G'day, Ben from Melbourne here. Got a question for you. Do you like reverb? Do you like punk? Do you like garage rock? If all three of those questions you answered with yes, you're gonna love Sydney band, The Straight Arrows. Yes, fantastic garage punks. Been around, believe it or not, for 10 years now. That makes me feel old. It feels like 5 minutes ago I discovered them. They got three ripping full-length albums, which is what I'm gonna talk about, and a slew of 7 inches they've released over that time. They're actually led by Owen Penglis. He's sort of the main man, brains behind the whole thing, and yeah, his dad actually is Theo Penglis, who was a guitarist in the surf rock legends, the Atlantics, known for the surf rock classic in Australia called Bombora. And for you Nuggets fans, they have a track called Come On, which I believe features on Ugly Things, the second Nuggets box set, Before Birdman Flew, and the Down Under Nuggets one, I think. So that's, considered a garage rock classic. So if that doesn't give you the God-given right to start your own garage rock punk band, I don't know what does. So that's pretty good lineage there that Owen has with his dad. So let's start with the first album, funnily enough, called It's Happening. This one was released in 2010 on Rice Is Nice Records. 11 songs, 24 minutes. I don't think anything makes it past the 3-minute mark on this. This is like, it's like hearing a bunch of great ideas being laid down as they're formed. No fuss, shake, rattle, and roll, and a whole lot of fuzz and reverb, as mentioned earlier. Apparently this is recorded on all 50s vintage gear. It's got the, sound of the 60s for sure, but it's also got that punk stuff. And the difference between these guys and a lot of the other bands who mine this field is that the Straight Arrows have tons of like catchy hooks and memorable choruses. They're not afraid of a bit of melody as well, which is really cool. Great debut. Standout cuts for me are like the almost Syd Barrett era Pink Floyd, but it's maybe got a fair bit more grit than that era of Pink Floyd with the Psych cut Gone. And then there's a sort of that early Stones, Brian Jones, amphetamine-filled bluesy era of the Stones with the track Magic Scepter. And my favourite song on here, Haunted Out, which is, that voodoo gothic swamp stomp sort of punk vibe, which is really, really good. Great debut. Cool pictures on the back. And just a plain black vinyl. And I don't think there's any goodies inside. Nope. So their first one, It's Happening. Killer stuff. Next up, from 2014 on Hozak, is their album Rising. According to the frontman Owen Penglis, this was recorded in an amusing fashion where he would literally ring up the band members and say, "Come on down." And they would turn up in their lunch break and they would record their parts, which he taught them just right there and then. Probably not the ideal way to record a record, but Jeebus still packs a punch in the quality of like the tunage in this. He's just got a great ear for, garage punk, catchy 60s nugget style stuff. Like, yeah, there's a ton of, fuzz as you would want, and still, reverb to burn. It's just, got that sound of old vintage amps being overdriven, till they're smoking. Just rock and gem after rock and gem on this bad boy. So again, swag of ripping tunes on here. I would probably say that make up your mind. I'm trying to say, quite apt that I struggled to make up my mind while trying to tell you the song Make Up Your Mind. Yes. Anyway, Breakdown, Never Enough, and Changing Colours are all like highlights off this record. It's, like a short, sharp smack to the chops, but it feels good. Again, on Rice is Nice, and also Agitated Records. Let's have a little look-see inside. Ooh, test pressing, 60 of 75. Lucky boy, Ben. I know I did that. I hate it when people refer to themselves in the third person. What else we got in here? Band photos there. Bit of artage. And I think that might be it that's inside. Yep. So yeah, sophomore record, Rising. Cool stuff. Next, from 2018 on Agitated Records and Rice is Nice again, their album On Top, Let the Scuzzy Times Roll On, I say. It's probably their most realised record out of the three, and that's no disrespect to the other albums. Like, no doubt they're fuzzed out neck wreck and rockers, which I love. But yeah, this, the 60s mania abounds again, with this time a clear love of pop and bubblegum of the era showing through as well. Of course there's like, kick-ass tunage, simplified things, I guess, a little bit to be more direct and catchy. Apparently Penglis, they toured with the OCs, and it made him deduce that maybe we should try a bit harder at this band shit. And it shows that it's paid off, because this is a great record. So to me, the single 21st Century, like, instantly catchy, and, just could have been a hit in another era. Then there's Bound to Lose. Just the jangle factors up to 11 on that. Headache and Out and Down. Just that what we love on the past, Straight Arrows, just that pure unbridled rush of punk energy, which was, what they're all about. But yeah, so many hooks, so many catchy choruses. This is, if you like that kind of thing and you're wondering which one to get, I'd say this is probably the pick of the bunch, probably the easiest to get too. So kick-ass band. Hopefully they've Got a fourth one on the way. It's been a little while since we've heard from them. Here's the inside, the agitated label there, and the rice is nice on the other side. And I don't think it comes with anything extra inside here. Nope. But yeah, straight arrows on top. Two other things I got a ton of 7-inches, but I've only got two. I got the 21st Century, which is pulled from On Top album, and a track called Cyberbully, which says here version featuring DJ Soup and King OPP. There they are on the back. I love this cover too, by the way, and just on the black vinylage. And the other one I got is their Anti-Fade single Can't Count, which also has Something Happens, Jeepster, Close That Door. Ripping stuff. And again, just black vinyl with the orange Anti-Fade labels. And that is that with the straight arrows. Check them out. You will not be disappointed. See you next time.